Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 25 of Task Force Unlikely, Memory Lane.
Happy anniversary.
Not yet. One more.
Oh, okay.
26. Will almost be even to the date. 1 year. But that's how dates work. Anyway.
To look up when the first episode aired.
Last time on Task Force Unlikely, 3/4 of the party continue to make their way through the Shadowfell. They continue to rescue their Vistani friends they found, and moving through the swamp, they came across another shadow crossing that was the site of several stone giants who had been killed and undeadified. So the party fought those undead stone giants who would throw pieces of themselves at the party, and it was just a real great gross fight. They defeated those stone giants and made their way to Dead Man's Cross, where they encountered the House of Black Lanterns, run by a very helpful tiefling who fed them, gave them room and board, and said that he could transport them to closer to where they needed to go, which was the Fortress of Memories, the Raven Queen's Palace in the Shadowfell. So, and then at the very end of the episode, Gayle had previously been had stayed on the Prime Material Plane at the suggestion of Valtha the Undying. At the very end of last episode, Gayle reappeared with the party from the Shadowfell, having been drawn there by some power.
Or maybe she just got bored. I don't know.
She seems surprised. Gayle seems surprised. So,
her voice has approached 80 decibels.
So, you all are standing on the front stoop of the inn, and before you can see a bit away the Fortress of Memories, a citadel made of black ice. And the Raven Queen's domain stretches before you. Icy, craggy mountains flanking her citadel. The sky above the castle is a mass of swirling green spectral energy, and a bleak wood lines the road that winds toward her citadel from where you currently stand.
So what I miss?
Just still the hag's heads.
Oh yeah, they're sticking out of Navira's back. There are 2 hag heads impaled on javelins. They're sitting next to Navira's head.
Cool, I still cast Death Ward on Gayle.
Aw. Thanks, bud. So, been eventful?
Yes.
Yeah, you could say that.
And we're going to go into that spooky castle?
That will be the place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It ain't over yet.
Just super, super, super.
Alrighty then, gang. Let's roll on out.
Let's split up. We can do more damage that way.
Absolutely not.
Good plan. No, I like it. Lady Kaw said it, so we're doing it.
If any sort of indication of that happens, Navira
He did
keeps
not. That is not one of her phrases.
No, I think I heard it.
Squarely on the shoulders. Squarely on the shoulders of 2 of her companions.
We're gonna do the kindergarten hand chain.
I'm gonna tie you up and put you on a leash.
No, but in all seriousness, yeah, I'm ready to go to the big scary castle.
Hang on, wait, one more stupid idea. One of those little baby carriers.
Stop.
One in front, one in back.
Who's carrying who? Is Navira carrying the whole party?
Yes.
Well, what do you mean by carrying? Because yes, and also yes.
Gayle does not need supervision. Technically, neither does Kaw, but she's gonna keep her there because good bird.
I don't know if she could carry Tarbek, and I feel like Tarbek would just kind of knock her over forward, even with 20 strength.
Yeah, she. I think she has canonically done it in a couple of episodes.
Once or twice. Anyways, we're getting way off topic.
We enter the Disney villain castle.
Okay,
Yes.
so, well, you have to walk a little bit to get there, but...
We hike to the Disney villain castle.
So we have enough time for the villain to sing the best song in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys
I
are,
would kill to see a Raven Queen Disney song, though.
Dude, it'd be so good.
someone with more talent on the internet than me needs to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it would still just be Friends on the Other Side, but I also really liked that song.
Yeah, somehow combination of Friends on the Other Side and Poor Unfortunate Souls. Can we mash them up?
Poor, unfortunate friends on the other side. There.
There we go. Done. Yeah, did it. You're welcome, internet.
You can have that for free.
So... Okay.
Or you can subscribe to us on Twitch at twitch.tv/laughingdragon.
You can also give us money.
Please.
You are so inclined.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because then we can, I don't know, do something with it.
I don't know. Andy can get the new Eberron book
I
that's
don't know.
coming out.
Well, I could do that. Or I could buy everyone's stuff on D&D Beyond. Anyway. So, you guys start walking down the bleak-ass path. Yes, okay, good. That's what
I'm sure it's fine.
as you do, what's everyone's passive perception? I know Cause is like 28. 25? What's Cause?
It's only 19.
It's only 19? I thought it was more than that. Okay.
15.
15?
Whatever it is, Kaz sees it.
Yes. So passive perception is your perception score plus 10, if it's not on your sheet.
Mine is 9.
Oh, good. Good.
17.
15.
17. Okay. So
Navira don't see shit.
everyone but Navira.
Cool.
She's got the blinders on.
Just stomp, stomp, stomp. So the sky here is very green and swirling, as I mentioned, and that extends beyond just the castle itself. Whereas the rest of the Shadowfell was kind of just a forever gloomy sky. There was no sun, there was no moon, there were no stars, it was just kind of clouds. There's at least movement and light, it's just weird. But every once in a while, sort of, you can see the spectral green almost pull away from the larger mass of storms. And whenever that happens, it is the spectral mist is immediately swarmed by creatures. You can see in the distance, this happens a couple times, and each time you see someone different swarming it. The first time you see devils. The second time you see Githyanki pirates. And the third you see some kind of dark fallen angels swarming it. And they seem to be gathering these souls, these lost souls, and capturing them before they themselves vanish.
Pirates. What is this? A crossover episode?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon, maybe.
But yeah, other than that, it's uneventful. Other than the devils, fallen angels, and Githyanki space pirates.
I mean, Navira doesn't see it, so...
Other than multiple sources reaping the souls of the lost, it's a very uneventful time.
And you all continue to walk. Crap. Oh.
You know, you get used to this place pretty quickly, actually.
Yes.
Would anyone like to do or say anything on this part of the walk?
I mean, Gail was probably just muttering to herself, like, I was just fine, you know, just hanging out, Citadel. Didn't have to be in spooky place. I'm fine, though. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I mean, are we entirely sure that it's fine? Why did this place bring you here?
Probably not something for not a good reason, but, you know.
Is it ever a good reason?
Yeah, like, aren't you... There's a non-zero chance that you're child of a literal deity, so I'm a little worried that the Raven Queen might be messing with you because of that.
That seems a little, you know, speculative.
I said non-zero chance. I didn't say, you know, it's a certain thing. Just, you know, trying to weigh all the possibilities. I worry a lot, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no, we've noticed. But I don't know, I can't shake the feeling that there's something that this place wants from us that's not the artifact.
Okay, so have I told you about my last encounter with the Shadowfell?
No, but now would definitely be a good time to feel something like that.
Your head just kind of like snaps around and focuses a single eye on you, like, go on.
Look, first and foremost, look, I don't do it quite so often as I used to, but when I was quite young and foolish, you know, and also a little bit when I was a little bit older, look, you can make very powerful weapons by drawing on the energies of the Shadowfell, and maybe I dipped into some pact-related stuff that I wasn't supposed to, and I think later on that led me being drawn into a situation where I had to help this lovely old lady destroy a magic sword by finding a bunch of secret keys.
And a pirate was there, you'll tell me next.
There was also a pirate, and who was that last person there?
It was Nova.
Oh, yeah.
There was also a pirate and a very, very talkative artificer there with a very loud gun. I want one of those guns.
So, look. Messing with the Shadowfell is bad. That's
I understand.
a no-brainer. But I'm not going to admonish you for it, because as we all know, messing with the planes of evil is not exactly something I can talk about. So...
you were born there. Or born adjacent to there. I don't really have an excuse.
Well, I mean, that's fair, but also, like, I did betray one of the most powerful, powerful demonic forces, devilish forces in the entire known multiverse, so there's that.
Kaw, do you have something to add?
My reply is no.
I mean, you know, I'm sure all those deities don't really like each other. Maybe she's just having us over for tea and to give us a high five. You never know.
I appreciate your optimism, Gayle.
I'm sorry, I missed that entire last part because my connection, dropped.
Oh, I'm just saying, you might be taking this the wrong way. Maybe we'll get medals. Someone has to give us medals eventually.
Yeah, why haven't we gotten any medals?
I know.
I mean, I could make you some if you want.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, we
Yeah.
appreciate the sentiment, but it's, I don't know. No, I don't feel great about this.
Tarbek pulls out a very old bronze medal that says dwarf kindergarten smithing competition, and then it's dated to 140 years ago. Sorry, I couldn't resist the urge to make that one joke. Back when his beard was just starting to come in.
In kindergarten.
Alright, well, there's no really where else to go but straight ahead.
That seems to be a recurring theme.
Into whatever unknown, ungodly horror that awaits us.
That Kaw's just gonna kind of group hug everyone and say, "You may rely on it," and continue walking.
Can we just first up, can we just agree after this spot A?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use another beard straightening appointment.
Alright, it's settled.
They have to
use fucking break. Let's go.
They can't use any gel because it'll catch fire.
I love that Navira, who is from hell, is the one that called for spa day.
No. Look, devils know how to relax and have a good time.
From the devil.
Usually the relaxing and having a good time involves punching each other, but
it's like
they were ones to, delve into the lava baths of hell. After a long
lava
and bloody
baths.
battle.
How close
like
are
the
we?
exotic saunas. Except they're made of literal lava.
Oh, that makes sense. How far are we from the castle now?
You're getting closer, and as you're getting closer, you can see up on the side of the road there is a small little hut, ostensibly, in front of a bridge crossing a chasm.
Weird
Should
place
we
to
not?
put a hut. Sorry,
Is
what
it
did you
not
say?
a toll booth situation? What's going on?
It's a little toll boothy, yeah.
Does it look like it was an officially sanctioned toll booth, or did someone just set up a shack and start charging people for the bridge?
It looks more like that, but unclear from here.
The Raven Queen takes her cut and looks the other way.
I don't know. I did not get to level 9 just to keep paying tolls. But no, I understand if we're here, we gotta follow the rules. Yeah, good point.
I don't know, it may not be such a good idea at this point to piss off the Raven Queen.
Oh, that's true. The toll booth, is it obscuring the bridge in any way, or
Nope, just next to it.
is there anyone manning it?
There does seem to be a figure inside. And as you approach, a stooped old beggar man, for lack of a better term, kind of shambles his way out. He has a blindfold over his eyes, hood up, and he kind of shambles out and plants himself on his little walking stick in front of the bridge.
Hello there.
He will raise his hand in greeting.
Lovely weather this time in the Shadowfell. We're off to see the Raven Queen.
Navira's gonna elbow Tarbek.
Trying to be polite.
Small talk? Look, this man obviously has something that he wants. Let's get it over with.
You know, you'll catch more flies with, honey and vinegar, and I don't know if that saying's true or not, but, be nice.
I'm not saying we have to skewer him. I'm just saying, get to the point.
Okay.
Let it be known that Navira's policies have been a little bit shoot now, ask questions later. So maybe her advice not best be followed.
Tarbek will approach and sort of bow his head. It's like, can we help you? Or
he will gesture at the ground as if he wants you to kneel before him.
Tarbek will kind of roll his eyes a bit and kneel and sort of place the butt of his hammer on the ground. Sort of whole standard dwarven nobly type kneeling.
What do the rest of you do?
And Navira will follow suit.
Okay.
How long is this chasm?
Like to cross or depth-wise?
First one, then the other.
Okay. To cross, pardon me, it's probably about 100 yards. Depth-wise, you don't see a bottom.
100 yards, so about 300 feet.
About
Let
300
me
feet.
guess. We're about to go over a huge... Showbrax at the bottom? Most likely.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
What's Gayle doing?
Gail just suspiciously looking at this old man who's asking us to kneel. I don't like that.
Cool, because I'm gonna, grab Gayle on the shoulder and dimension door to the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
Navira face palms.
Tarbek and Navira, this man has disintegrated your party.
What did we say about not splitting up?
No,
And now we are patiently waiting on the other side of a bridge.
yeah, you both appear on the other side of the bridge. The beggar man will kind of, the only sound he has made so far is a little tut. And he'll ask Navira and Tarbek, why are you here?
Now we have to go get our friends, but also, we're here to see the Raven Queen.
And he'll say, and what business do you have with her?
We have an artifact that we feel would be less dangerous in her care.
Tarbek's the one holding the artifact, right?
Yeah, Tarbek will take out the box, but will not open it yet.
Okay. The old man will turn his head to Tarbek, and he will say, so it is fated.
Don't like that. So wait, so what is fated?
That it will be taken to the Raven Queen.
Oh, okay, good.
So we're all right then. No beef or anything.
Say that again?
So we're all right then. No beef or anything.
No, not at all.
Okay.
And when the two of you stand, he's no longer a kind of tiny, cowering beggar man. He is a very tall, probably as tall as Navira, Shatter Kai. He no longer has a blindfold, but he has no eyes nor eye sockets. He's got long white hair. He seems to only have one hand, and in it is a long black spear. And he's wearing kind of parts of plate mail. And then where there aren't parts, you can see he's got a lot of muscles underneath. And he says, you have each shown respect for the Raven Queen. You may ask a question. And Forkesis, son of fate, will answer.
You mean like a question? Sorry, no, not wasting my question on a rhetorical. Caught myself there. Tarbek is kind of like, oh dear.
One question, don't blow it. One question, don't blow it. One question, don't blow it.
Can you tell me the fate of my son and where his soul is?
Oh boy. Okay. He says, I know the fate of all living and past. So yes. He will say, your son's soul has been bound to the plane of elemental fire.
Sounds about right. I hope he's enjoying it there.
It's a statement more than a question.
I mean, I kind of asked a second question. You only gave me one.
I did.
Can I ask if he's enjoying it there?
Better
Guess
not
that's a
know
no.
you do.
Yeah,
That's another question.
he will kind of emptily stare at you, but the answer is, if you're reading into it, it's no. And then he will look at Navira.
Okay, Navira's gonna look at him, look at his Tarbek, step forward, and say very quietly, what is the fate of my father?
He will say he has been hunted many times by devils. But, as you know, if they are not killed in the hells, they simply reform there. He is currently in Sigil.
Fuck. Vera quietly adds that on the the list of places to avoid. Also currently on that list, the Shadowfell.
I don't know. It hasn't been too bad here.
You're not seeing the two hagheads.
We handled it.
You seem
And
to
then
enjoy
we
that
handled
part,
the
actually.
giants.
Alright, Navira is thoroughly shaken.
You too, huh?
Just a little bit.
And he will step aside and gesture across the bridge.
Okay. Power walk to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
She'll give a small, sign of deference of respect. as a sort of a thank you for answering her question, even if she didn't really like the answer. And then she's just gonna
Tarbek will give him a
best
thumbs
as
up.
she can.
He will nod at both of you as you pass.
Yeah. So I'd like to imagine you guys are just waiting at the other side, and you see these like two just dead in the face, like as they're walking across.
So how was your talk?
Important, but not enjoyable.
Sounds about right. You need to take a nap or something?
We'll have a spa day soon.
Holds out a wineskin and offers it to Tarbek and Navira.
Gotta stay frosty.
Maybe you do. She'll pull it and take a drag.
It's actually probably the first time Tarbek's ever refused a drink.
That is
Oh,
the
it's
most
that bad.
Yes.
thing.
Oh my god, he stopped drinking.
It's like Bender in Futurama.
Please, we're begging you. Drink something.
Have a drink. You're tearing this family apart. Okay. You continue along the pathway, and before long, the citadel, the Fortress of Memories, is in front of you.
So is there like a doorbell or
So we go from bridge to just like closer. Kaw's gonna just like start fussing with her dress and all of her things hang from her, straighten her feathers, make sure her mask is on straight.
Tarbek's gonna put a hair elastic around his beard, and the hair elastic's gonna catch fire.
Mira's gonna lick her hand and like spit down some of Kaw's feathers.
knock knock?
Okay. The giant ice door will slowly and creepily creak open.
So who wants to go in the spooky ice castle first?
I mean, I don't expect the deity castle to be trapped. Oh yeah, I guess Kaw's sort of native to here, so. Would you like to go first, Kaw?
Sign point yes.
If you don't want to, you don't have to, but all right.
Okay. You enter into a large, gothically appointed entry hall. The walls seem to be of carved ice, but the floor is fine marble. And there is a large ornate staircase at the end of the hall. And, pardon me. As you walk through the entry hall, the carved ice of the walls appears to have thin gossamer webs etched into it. And as you walk down the hall, you all catch glimpses of yourself. But they are not reflections. They are moments from your lives, and looking around you can see moments from the lives of all of those connected to you, similarly reflected along the web. On as far as you can see. So, for instance, Lady Kaw, you would see a baby Kaw sitting on an older Vistani woman's lap, as she is telling fortunes to a group of people. Gayle is a toddler toddling around the shop as her uncles adoringly watch her. Teenage Tarbek is forging his first shield. and Navira is grimly staring down a foe, then quickly defeating someone in an arm wrestling match before throwing her arms up in victory.
One of these things is not like the other.
Happy, happy, grim.
She's happy. She won an arm wrestling match.
In hell.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, that one's on me.
Daniel, what is another moment Tarbek might see reflected in this web?
Tarbek would probably happy, sad, like what kind?
Whatever you want. A moment from your backstory that you want to talk about, something nice, funny, sad, traumatic.
Tarbek would probably, I have to move because some things happened. Tarbek would probably see at one point an argument with a woman about around his age at the time. They look to be about the same age. That ends with her storming out. And Tarbek kind of sadly sitting alone.
Okay. Liz, what about Gayle?
Gayle would probably see an image of her, like slightly older, like maybe around 6 or 7, with a human woman who you may infer might be her mom. And they're basically play acting, like they're acting out one of her mom's highly redacted adventures. Like they have like little bandanas on and are like wooden sword fighting.
Jay, what about Kaw?
Mostly adult Kaw, probably about 7 years ago. Standing in Sycomer, watching her family's wagons disappear off into the distance.
And Navira.
And Navira, as you see, slightly younger looking Navira. She's not wearing any armor. Standing amongst devilish people, and you see Zariel reach out and take her hand and pull her into the fold. And as she takes her hand, you see the brands of her oath of vengeance turn into her skin. And there's a lot of pain in her face, but there's also a lot of pride and like she's withstanding it and being like proud of this moment as she is brought into the cult of Zariel.
Okay. As you all are standing there and looking at these interconnecting webs, you can see that Tarbek's and Lady Kaw's connect first, and you can see Tar and Feathers on the road to Waterdeep from Neverwinter. Navira literally walking out of the Nine Hells. The group gathering in the office of the fake Father Imdar. Gayle calling dibs on Navira's share. Freeing the slaves, running through the burning embassy. Gayle psychically murdering a Red Wizard ambassador with a diss. Inflict wounds to the junk. Fang. Gayle's uncle's birthday. The talking about birthdays between Gayle and Navira. Meeting Lou on the road. Going to Sycomer and Kaw's family. Tarbek's song Castle Amber and the Underdark as kind of that's the pinnacle of the arched ceiling. You can see looking up just your reflections. And as you stand there, you hear ravens cawing from at the top of the staircase.
That was an experience.
Yes, definitely.
Navira's not saying anything. As we all look to the top of the stairs.
I guess Gayle will just let out a slow breath and be like, "So, let's do this, I guess." And she'll start like climbing the stairs.
Another group hug real quick.
Thank you, Kaw.
Okay.
Tarbek will sigh very deeply as the trek up the stairs begins.
You all head up the stairs, and as you do, you don't see any ravens. However, you do see a lot of statues of ravens. And that seems to be where the noises are coming from. And at the top of the stairs, there is... it breaks off into two hallways. The cawing ravens are coming from the left. It's just kind of a shadowy, ominous hallway to the right.
I don't want to go snooping around God's castle. Maybe let's just follow the sound of the ravens.
To the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Let's go.
Okay. You walk on, and the raven's caws grow louder and louder as you enter a very sparse room, which is open to a balcony, and on it stands a tall, statuesque elf, very pale-skinned, with a simple crown on her brow, long dark hair, and you feel like right as you close your eyes of a blink and reopen them, you can see dark raven wings behind her. But when you're looking at her, you can't see them. It's just the moment before you blink.
I think that might be the Raven Queen.
Signs point to yes.
Navira will bow respectfully.
Also,
Really?
bow respectfully.
Third that.
Gayle make a weird following her like it's a weird awkward bow, half a curtsy and half a bow.
Tarbek will slowly remove the case where he's keeping the artifact.
She will turn to look over her shoulder, and you can see her face in profile. And as Tarbek presents the artifact to her, she says, "Mine." And it disappears from Tarbek's hand, and you can see her look at it kind of in the dim light of the spectral storm above you all. And she kind of palms it, and it disappears. And she looks back at you and says, "Yours." And Tarbek, in your hand, you are now holding a skull that has a bunch of pinpricks in it that light is pouring out of each one.
Thank you very much. What is this?
Cannot predict now.
Oh wait, I can do that. As this scene is happening, I'm just gonna ritual cast identify.
Okay. Yeah, because she does not answer you.
Yeah, I can.
You cast identify, This is an artifact called a Burke's Skull. It allows you to teleport to different planes as long as you have a plane key. So, for instance, you have a plane key to the elemental plane of fire. Lady Kaw, you can feel that bell that Lou gave you ring in your pocket. Is it not with you?
I can't.
It's not with you?
Nope.
Okay. If it were with you, you think it would ring, and it probably takes you to the Shadowfell.
I definitely have the portal key with me for the fire.
You can feel it kind of vibrating in your pocket or one of your pouches. And then kind of under the skull, you pull it up, and there is a small, very plain-looking house key. And you think that will take you back to Waterdeep. That is the key to the prime material plane.
Oh.
This is very useful. Thank you for this amazing gift, Raven Queen. Believe we have a mutual acquaintance by the name of Ebonbane. Was that resolved?
She will look over her shoulder and once again say, "Mine."
Thumbs up, just and say nothing else.
Okay, let's go home now. Gale's like backing down towards the stairs.
Tarbek will sort of shake the key a bit and then look at the skull and be like, "You want to just, oh, no, wait, then gotta get back to Glorum somehow."
I mean,
Would it be faster to go back through the Shadowfell, or like go to Waterdeep and then go back to?
Probably that one. So the House of the Black Lanterns didn't say it was going to wait for you, so it may not be there when you come back, which means you'd have to walk all the way back to Dead Man's Cross, then walk through the Oblivion Bog again, find a Shadow Crossing. The one that you went through, you could find another Shadow Crossing. You think that the place where you fought all the Stone Giants is a Shadow Crossing. You don't know where it will take you. Don't go there. Don't go there.
How about we just use the magic skull?
But you could trek all the way. You could trek back through the Oblivion Bog. Just don't go to the Stone Giant Shadow Crossing. Is what I meant. You could go if you want to go straight back to the Underdark. You could walk there. It would take you probably a couple days. You can do it.
So it's the same amount of time either way?
Ostensibly, yes.
But one of them makes us go back to the Oblivion Bog.
Yeah, so you know what?
Bingo.
We want to go back to Waterdeep, everyone?
Yes.
sure.
Not right away. So, is there anything that looked incredibly both expensive and reflective that was on our way here?
In
walls.
the fortress, or just in general?
The fortress, or in general, something that I don't know. Maybe I could use as a scrying surface while I'm still in the shadow.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Okay, sorry, I thought you meant you were going to steal something. I was like,
Oh,
I'll
no.
roll on a table, but that seems like a bad idea. No, yeah, there's there is several mirrors throughout her hallway that seem to just creepily reflect ravens, but that you could use as a scrying surface.
Okay. Well, everyone else was arguing about what to do and to go back to the Oblivion Bog or just right back to Waterdeep. Kaw just walked up to one of those mirrors and started looking in.
Okay.
And after a while, just thinking, almost slowly reaches behind her and gets her hurdy-gurdy, just starts playing it. Probably an older song you don't hear play very often. And she's just staring into the mirror, playing this song, thinking about her family. And I'm going to see if I can have her see her family.
Okay. The short answer is yes. The long answer is let me pull something up.
Long answer is technically he gets a wisdom save.
Okay. No. Wait. Go away. How do I stop doing that? There we go. You do indeed see a group of Vistani sitting around a campfire. You can see an old woman that you recognize as Madame Lania, Giovanni, Nico, Anya. They're all sitting around a campfire laughing. They seem to be eating some kind of... they're like barbecuing. They're having kebabs. And they are in a location you do not recognize. They do not appear to be in your home. They're somewhere else in the Shadowfell.
Okay. Kaw is now, with a smile, going to turn to the rest of the group. She's ready to go now.
I say back to Waterdeep.
Put the key in the skull. Somehow. Tarbek's probably gonna like fiddle with it. Like, what do I put it?
Put it in the nose.
Just
Put it
tap
in
it
the
on the
nose.
front.
Put it in the nose.
Tarbek will eventually find where he's supposed to put it. He will try the nose though at some. If that works.
Do I strike them together like I'm trying to start a fire? Like, what? How do I do this?
Okay. You tap the key to the skull. The skull flashes, and one of the lights on it kind of dims. And Tarbek, you know that eventually the light will come back, but you can only use it to teleport to a plane like once a day. You can't kind of spam it. to go to the
that'd
same,
be a little bit overpowered.
to go to the same plane, like, okay, fire and then prime and then water and then prime. No, you get one shot a day.
But I can take everyone, right?
Yes. No, you must choose. And you all appear on the front step of your manor. Birdsong looks up at you with a mouthful of grass and kind of ambles over for Kaw to hug. Just and you can see there are a couple dwarves and tieflings kind of hanging out. They seem to be painting the fence, trying to fix some stuff. They seem to be repairing a window that they broke.
Tarbek's going to ignore the window for now and just go up to one of the...
You didn't leave a key.
Wait, what?
We gotta break a window to get in. This is your house, right?
Are those your sons?
Wards. I'm gonna give them all a big hug. Just
It's just a pile of armor and beards.
armor, beards, and a few horns.
At some point, Kaw managed to get just like Tarbek's list of tin types from out of his pocket, and she's just looking at.
Basically. No, a lot. There are probably a couple faces that you recognize.
Navira is going to be studying over Kaw's shoulder. So,
And they're like, oh, how have you been? Oh my God! How is the forge still running okay? Did you get the special scaly golden guest that arrived? How is she liking it? Stuff like.
Yeah, and they'll
oh yeah, I forgot we some dragon.
they'll fill you in. The dragon's been totally rad, in their words. And they'll tell you they've received your messages about the Underdark and the Drow and stuff, and they're working on it. And what are you doing, Kat? And she's not, is the problem. She's being cute, though.
Cat is helping.
And I'll fill them in on sort of like what happened with the demons. I'll probably leave out some of the gorier details, like the abscessed flesh, and the whole.
Navira will be like, "You tell them about the abscess flesh bit."
How are they gonna learn if you don't tell them about the abscess flesh bit? This is real life.
You're gonna deal with demons. You gotta know about the flesh pits, man.
This is basic army training.
What do you mean deal with the demons? Some of them are okay. You know what?
Did you forget that our demon problem isn't exactly over?
Come on, man. Nargles is right there. You see like a tiefling with like clearly demonic features. Is come on. I just made that character up on the spot. Just for the joke.
Name, like it.
You all are home in the city of Waterdeep, and as Marty joked in chat, you're all blinded by sun because it's been a while.
Ah, my eyes. Oh wait, I'm a dwarf. I'm probably used to light.
We have fire resistance.
Yeah.
Navira's also probably just like lying down and rest, like absorbing sun.
First thing Tarbek does when he gets back, he uses Artisan's Blessing to make his nephews a spare.
Okay, thank you.
Then he uses Fabricate to fix the window they broke.
Yeah, that too, actually.
No. Maybe he would make them fix the window.
Teach him a lesson.
Yeah, learning. To be fair, it's kind of Tarbek's fault, so he will fix the window with fabric. If it wasn't his fault, then he wouldn't. But
Well, didn't we hire servants?
I mean, I was.
Did we hire servants before we left? I thought we did.
I don't remember us doing that.
I can.
We may have.
I mean, I actually called a couple of my wards to keep with the housekeeping, but that it was hard to get in because they didn't have a key.
The Myconids all left with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. Maybe they left some.
But
Maybe they left some spores, and then like in a couple months there'll be some more Myconids. But for now, no Myconids.
I don't remember you guys hiring.
I don't think we did.
But it's also been a while, so I would not be surprised.
I mean, I'm gonna pay my wards, but
I didn't write it down.
But yeah, no.
Cool.
Tarbek is going to introduce you all to his a small portion of his family, and by small portion, there's probably at least like 6 of them.
So
Do they have names?
I haven't.
It's so the ones who came are Gwendolyn,
Gwendolyn.
who is a dwarf. Nurzgul was the tiefling you just made up, right?
Yes, the demonic descended tiefling.
Nurzgul.
It's one of the only ones there who speaks Abyssal. Very useful as a translator.
Let's go with... Would Domhole have come, or would he have stayed in Glorum because he's in charge there?
Domhall definitely would have stayed in Glorum because
Okay.
he is in charge.
Victory.
Of course he came.
Dormir the Sleepy. And you all hadn't noticed until now, but a kobold is amongst them, and that is Cookie, the kobold.
Yes! I was hoping you'd bring in Cookie. Cookie! Hi there! Did you meet our new guest? The dragon.
Oh yeah.
All right then.
I
You-
like Cookie.
Keep doing what you're doing, Cookie.
You betcha. Yeah. Just kind of 1,000-yard stare always.
Just go talk to Gwendolyn instead. Give her a big hug. Anything new on the docket lately? Any interesting things happen around here while I was gone?
Yep. That window.
Was that because you couldn't get in,
Because-
or?
Couldn't get in. Oh.
Mm-mm. Well, you have an extra key now.
Yep.
It's good to see you. I really
You too.
put a hand on her shoulder. I really mean it. You know, it's been a long time. I know I haven't been as attentive with forges as I could be, but been trying to give you and Domhall a little more responsibility. You know what I mean?
No. Everybody's good. Everybody's safe. You're out there saving the realms. Good. Good Cinderbeard public relations.
Give her another big hug.
You keep your stick on the ice.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is good,
she's from the Mithril Hall branch of the family. She's got a bit of a different speaking pattern.
Signs point yes.
You're gonna
Um,
take a couple of them aside and start like wrestling with them.
Victor is probably like on that immediately.
Oh God! just the kobold flying across the yard.
Come on, get back up. A good soldier always gets back up. You should like start showing them like battle tactics and like close up melee fighting.
Yeah.
So
Victor's really into it.
let me get this straight. Navira tossed Cookie. Gross.
Cookie can fly. She's fine. Yeah, Victor. I honestly didn't. I was half expecting you to not show up. I'm surprised you were able to make it.
I am very attentive and together.
Yeah, but you're usually off on. You are probably the one person I know who's more danger prone than I am.
Yeah, it's the big city though. Like, this is where it happens. This is the greatest city in the world. There's a song about it, probably. I'm gonna go learn it.
Sorry, you cut out a bit.
It's the greatest city in the world. There's a song about it. I'm gonna learn it.
All right then. You gonna give him a big hug too. I'm gonna give hugs to everyone here. I'm gonna add Narskull's name to my list, even though I just made him up.
He is quiet and polite, and that is about Narsgul's deal.
Fair enough.
He's maybe a little shy, so he's kind of been sticking out to the out to the outskirts. But if Navira's gonna wrestle Victor. He'll kind of like get a little closer and start cheering on one of them. He'll pick one. He will pick Navira. Get him! Get him!
Hey, kid! You want to learn how to suplex your brother?
Okay.
And stability, full strength.
Oh no, Navira, you can't be. I've been trying to get them to stop fighting for 15 years.
Fight all the time.
That's what. All
This
right.
will help them settle their disputes distinctly. Every young warrior should know how to fight.
The answer is with a bird lady helping you cheat.
What? Victor is a bard already? He already knows it. You know what? Not gonna give you the whole family life story. Actually, I've probably already given it to you, just not all at once. I like to imagine
Can a
that.
bard do this, and she's gonna like flip Gwendolyn over her arm?
Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Gwendolyn will pop back up and pull out like 8 gadgets. Just, you want to go? Let's go.
Oh dear, you've gotten her started now.
Grenade, turret.
Navira is dodging, like showing them how to dodge. It's like,
You can dodge a grenade, you can dodge them all.
With her -1 dex. Take the hit. Hit him harder.
You dodge it by wearing armor,
Yeah.
you see.
Exactly.
To be fair, probably most of the wards there have some form of armor on, given that they live in what is essentially a giant forge.
So after some initial roughhousing, Gwendolyn will kind of start to reorganize them and start organizing them to do some tasks. Continue fixing the window, mowing the lawn, painting the fence. And yeah, what all would you like to do now?
I think we should have a nice family dinner. And right after the spa.
Oh, so we gotta go back and tell everybody that we did the thing and aren't dead?
1 second, I'm gonna send out a sending spell to Brunor Battlehammer. Be like, it's cool, brah. We did it all. Artifacts been taken care of. Demon invasion taken care of. In Waterdeep. Will be back soon.
He responds in emojis, and it's prayer emoji, high five, thumbs up, king emoji.
Phenomenal.
No, that nothing else needs to be said between us. I think we've got the message loud and clear. I assume Dormir is just sleeping somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, he's passed out in the front yard. As various scenes happened, he was always sleeping in the background in a different position.
Yeah, and you're not ever sure how he gets there.
Never even actually seen him awake.
No, he's clearly had to have been awake at some point, because he doesn't do nothing, but he's always asleep when people see him. It's one of the great mysteries of our family.
It's gotta be like a teleporting wizard or something. Nobody knows.
It's actually highly likely he's a teleporting wizard.
So, do you want to make dinner or go to a restaurant?
I say we go to thank Torment Storm States.
Certainly can.
That's a table for like what, 11?
Probably.
They can handle it.
Storm's Day. Is it Torm's Day?
Yes.
Cool. Torm's Day.
Thank Torm's Day. It's Torm's Day every day.
Every day is Torm's Day. So you round everybody up and take them to TTIT, and a very sullen young man with a name badge that says Caden takes you to your table. He says, "What's even the point? Here's your goddamn table." And he kind of just tosses menus at you, and he
I would
leaves.
like Caden to make a wisdom save, please.
Yes! Sorry.
He rolled a 5, and with his -1 wisdom, he will get a 4.
He has the biggest smile in the restaurant.
I mean, honestly, he could probably use it. Who knows? Maybe it'll improve his mood.
Never.
I feel like I'm forgetting a subplot here.
He's from the Mulholland 4.
Deuces.
Deuces. He was a shitty boyfriend who got broken up with.
All right,
Did
maybe
you
he's
break up with him or something?
Rose broke up with him in the crossover.
Isn't he the one that had to sweep the floor?
Yes.
Yeah. He's so bad at his job.
So that's why he's all sad. And then a very happy young man named Braden will come over to the table and take your orders.
Tarbek will probably just get something very large, meaty, and spicy.
That's everything on the menu. So you're in luck, sir.
Is there anything on this menu that isn't covered in gravy?
No.
That's two Emperor's New Groove references this episode. Oh, wait, third.
Ooh.
When we got back to Waterdeep, how did we get here, Krunk? I don't know. By all accounts, it doesn't make any sense. Such a good movie.
You want to bring it up to
It is a good
4?
movie.
I got a pin.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yes.
We're just having a good time this episode. We're done with the Raven Queen arc. It's great.
Apparently, the Raven Queen arc isn't done with us, considering the revelation we got.
Oh yeah, no, we have to go back, unfortunately. But hey, we're gonna get to see Tarbek's family in between.
So
It's time for the Task Force Unlikely Family Interlude trademark, starring Kaw's family, Gayle's family, and Tom's family.
would you like your family to show up, Navira? How about that?
No.
I feel like that's not going to be an interstitial arc. I feel like that's going to be its own arc.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, and I'll invite Gayle's uncles too if they want to come.
Oh, they love Thank
They'll definitely come.
Yeah, they love Thank Storm's Day. So everybody gets snackatizers and mixed drinks and whatever other dumb things Thank Storm's Day has. You can see tonight it's Storm's Day, so they have people dressed as adventurers walking around the restaurant, but they're like, like it's like a real bad knockoff Jim Dark Magic. And
Oh God, oh no.
Are there any of us?
Like all the Party City versions of the costumes.
yeah, you can see there's like a generic dwarf cleric, but like his armor's foam, and you'd think it might be a halfling because he's got like a fake beard on. And...
Oh, that would be really funny if it wasn't kind of disrespectful. But it's pretty funny.
And yeah, just
Couple people. Just imagine they're imitating like people from the other campaigns that we do.
Jim Dark Magic with a weird, big, like bad wig comes to your table and kind of finger guns his wands. And there's just a clown making balloon animals. He seems out of place.
It's actually a level 17 bard. Don't tell anyone. He's only pretending to be an adventurer.
Bards are no longer, or Jester is no longer a bard subclass in 5e. I didn't know what else to do. I work here now.
We're having too much fun with this episode. I love it.
No such thing as too much fun.
Exactly.
You all eat a very carby, very meaty, very fried dinner. Anything else here, or specifically, or talking to family members, each other? What would you guys like to do?
For now, it's probably small talk, but do we want to? You know, this probably better for Gayle to deal with her uncles and the revelations.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Tarbek will probably mention it to her in private at one point, but will not like force her to do anything because that's something that should probably be with her if she chooses to make that decision.
Also, we're in public, and I don't want to get started on what will probably be a screaming match in Thank Carmen's Storm's Day.
You don't want to start a drink throwing chain? How dare you drink? How dare you drink?
See, in Dwarven lands, we just call that a regular Torm's Day.
Although it is considered cheating if you have an endless flagon.
It's like a super soaker.
Yeah, just you just, or you only throw the drink once and it just keeps spilling. Okay,
that should be an artifact where you you pass a drink and it just keeps pouring the drink.
It is
capacity.
It's the decanter of endless water. I think it totally exists. We could probably buy one. We're super rich. But yeah, no, I'm prepared to just have a nice family dinner if y'all are.
I'll wait until next episode to start shit with Gayle's uncles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or in the parking lot, at least.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's parking lot?
Okay. If no shit is started, dinner passes nicely and uneventfully.
Sometimes it's the little things that make life worth living. Would anyone else like to do something?
I mean, Navira's thinking about things. She has not revealed anything out loud. But, the events of the Shadowfell have been weighing heavily on it ever since they got back.
If Tarbek notices that, he will order her some cookies as a dessert.
Oh, Navira's very appreciative.
Okay. Warm cookies come. They are fine. Like everything here, the food is fine.
It's like the CC's Pizza of Fantasy World.
Except
No,
it's
then
not all
we
you
at least
can eat.
have an all-you-can-eat.
Yeah, no, this is
This is fantasy Applebee's.
Yeah.
Let's call it for what it is.
It's
TGI.
fantasy. Like It's in the name, guys.
TGI Apple Tuesdays.
Welcome to Chili's. I'm sorry. Anyway.
This is the references episode.
That last one was true, though. But I have never.
All right.
We corral everyone back to the Waterdeep mansion.
Okay. Yeah, the various nieces and nephews of Tarbek kind of plow their way through the city of Waterdeep. Nurzgul especially is very touristy. He's kind of pointing at things and what's that?
It's gonna remind Nurzgul to try and not get pickpocketed. Has he already been pickpocketed?
He says, "Don't worry about it. I keep all my money in my fanny pack," and he looks down and it's gone. And he's like, "Oh no."
Just front pocket always, Nurzgul.
Yes, sir. Just kind of put my fanny pack, and yeah, he seems down for like a street and a half, and then he's back to what's that? What's that? If he had a camera, he'd be taking pictures of like a street lamp. Click. They don't have these back home. We're above ground. Click. The moon. Click.
We don't have them because the lava lights up the entire volcano.
Lava counts as natural light. That's just the sun.
He buys some kind of street meat and throws up like 5 feet later.
I'm gonna say to Victor, look, before you go like adventuring off in the city, just like make sure he doesn't get him like dead in an alleyway.
He'll kind of like give you a thumbs up and then start hurting him. It's okay, bud. It's okay. There. Rubbing his back, holding his hair. There.
I've decided that Nurzgul and Victor are actually blood related. But I haven't figured out exactly how.
Okay. When you get there, back to the house, Dormer is already on the couch sleeping, but you swore he was with you all?
He was at teach. Okay.
And yeah, everybody is corralled. People are hanging out. What would you all like to do? Gale's uncles are still here, if anyone wants to talk to them.
Just be exceedingly happy to be back in my wagon.
Everybody else piles into the mansion. Kaw immediately into wagon.
Yeah, I'm also gonna inform everyone that they're not to touch the wagon without Kaw's permission. Like, no painting it, no... Don't even try to, like, fix it. You know, sometimes the squeaky wheel, she likes it.
Makes the squeaky wheel noise.
And I will say it to Gayle at some point in private. It's probably you're gonna want to show your uncles that fancy sword and maybe tell them what's going on. I'm not gonna force you or anything, but
Kind of seems like you want to force me.
I have a policy of not forcing anyone. Look, I'd highly recommend it. I'm not gonna make it.
You're not my real dad.
Okay. I mean, if you want to tell them, go ahead and tell them, but don't keep mother-heading me about something that's my business.
I'm sorry.
She's got a point, Tarbek.
All right. And Tarbek will go off to do something else.
Okay. Gwen is on the front porch smoking a cigar. Everybody else is kind of out and about. Anybody else want to do anything?
Can probably hear music from the wagon.
Okay. The hurdy-gurdy?
Yep.
Okay.
When Gayle's uncles go back to their shop, she'll probably follow them and spend the night back at her old room.
Okay. So Gayle's back at home. Kaw's in her wagon. Tarbek's around, probably in his room, maybe checking the forge. Navira.
So, after everyone leaves, Navira kind of retreats to like her room, and she's not necessarily like looking into anything right now, doing any sort of research, but she's like racking her brain for like anyone that she knew that deserted that she could possibly make contact with, especially if that person was a tracker.
Sorry, say that again?
Was a tracker.
Tracker. Okay.
Some sort of tracker or hunter or any sort of person that she could make contact with. They're people she wants to keep tabs on now.
Okay. Thinking back, you do remember that there was a bounty hunter that Zariel used to use until he messed up a job. It wasn't enough to kill him, but it was enough that he was no longer welcome in the court. It's just kind of a fell out of favor thing. She's petty, Zariel. You don't know where he might be, but you do remember his name was a name I'm about to find. His name was Forcus.
Okay. She'll keep that in mind. Start thinking, making some plans. Weighing her options, especially because she recently had an encounter with someone she thought defected, and it turns out she was wrong. So she doesn't have a whole lot of capacity to trust people once in Zariel's employ, but she'll keep him in mind.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? Okay. That's a good point to wrap up the episode, I think. So everyone is back safe in Waterdeep.
Huzzah.
Yay!
Outros and plugs. Daniel.
Hi, I'm Daniel. You can catch me every other Wednesday here at the Laughing Dragon Inn. You can also catch me on Sunday on Horrible Barovia Time. Follow at LightningFast11 and at Galaxy of Gover for information about that. And also, I think, at Horrible Barovia. I don't remember. I'm a bad plugger.
Liz.
I am Liz. I will be back here for as long as I remember to take days off. I'm here on Mondays, probably next Monday, for Phantom Horizons too. You can follow me on Twitter if you like, or you can follow me on Instagram, because I started that for some. So, if you like, you don't have to.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. You can also find me here, oddly enough, on Task Force Unlikely and also on Twilight Trails. You can also go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you would like. I've been decently okay at posting weekly updates when I manage to make it to the workshop, so...
Just making some pointing objects.
And Mira.
Hi, I'm Mira. I'm usually also here every Wednesday for Tax Force Likely. I'm unfortunately not in any other shows currently at the moment. I'm also kind of on hiatus with the art stuff due mostly to work and school. But who knows? Maybe I'll update you with some of my work. Don't count on it, though. But if you want to see all my old stuff, Twitter, Instagram, at Birds and Nerds, as usual. There you go.
Awesome. I'm Andy. I'm here a lot, it turns out. Running all of these games. Monday is Phantom Horizons.
We love you for it.
Yeah.
Monday is Phantom Horizons. That's going to be awesome. It's been a bit since the last episode. It's going to be really fun. Wednesday is Star Chasers, the Gilded Token. And this episode will be very stupid, which means I like it.
I was going to say, Gilded Token. Is that like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I wouldn't worry about it. And, yeah.
I'm expressly worried about it.
You can follow me on Twitter at Andy Hatton if you want. I mostly post about this stuff. But, yeah. That's it for the Shadowfell for Task Force Unlikely for now.
I was about to say, is it?
For now.
So have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.